What is up, mate? How are you today? I hope you have an amazing day. You always deserve to feel fucking awesome. You're the best, mate. Always remember that. Today I thought we were going to do a little bit of a speed drawing. So today I'm going to draw a character of mine that I use for my comics I make. I make some comics called Little Students. They are comics about school, and Emma is a character in those comics. She's not the main character, but she's one of the 3 main characters. As you can see, she's a pretty simple character. All the characters in Little Students are made to be fast to draw, because well, it takes a lot of time making comics otherwise. But the thing is, while she is a simple character, she is by far the hardest character to draw in these comics. All the characters are usually pretty fast. This character is not. So to begin with, I have a finished circle as a head shape. And the reason I already have a finished head shape is because drawing circles is the hardest thing I know of. It always takes so much time to draw a good circle. And if you fuck up the circle, the head gets weird. You don't want the chin, for example, to look manly. Since I'm drawing a girl character, if the chin is too blocky and not rounded enough, it actually becomes... it gets a manly look, and we really don't want that. So now I'm trying to draw her hair, and we do want the lines to become pretty straight. As you can see, the lines go through each other, but this is not a problem at all, because Adobe Animate actually keeps track of where lines meet, so you can actually delete the lines that go through each other very easily. I just press on the lines that I want to remove and press delete. When you let go of the mouse in Adobe Animate, the hair, the lines actually gets reshapen a bit. And sometimes this is good because it can make the lines smoother, and sometimes it's bad because it makes the lines more wiggly. You can also pull the lines a bit with the mouse and reshape them. So what I'm doing now is that I'm taking a safety copy of her head before I continue further, in case I want to go back to the previous head. Now here's the really fucking tricky part. Drawing her hair is easy, drawing her face is just fucking impossible, because it is a simple face, yes, but making it look good is super hard. So I always have to redo and redo and redo and redo. This time I had a pretty easy time. I had to redo things a few times, but sometimes making her face is just impossible, because especially with her lashes, her eyes are dependent on these lashes, and if the lashes are placed just a little tiny bit wrong, she looks weird. And yeah, making her face is just fucking impossible. It's just 2 lines, a simple nose and a line mouth, but still it's so fucking difficult to make it look good. Easy to make them appear, super hard to make it look good. Now we're starting with her body, and the body is a pretty simple part. This time I had a bit of struggle, mainly because I didn't realize I made her hair too fucking long, so that the body didn't really match properly. So there's a few attempts at making a proper body. As I'm making this video, I made 21 different Little Students comics for my DeviantArt page. And the comics are mostly made for adults, but they are appropriate for kids. Mostly. There is some swearing in Little Students and the occasional explosion and shit. But about the swearing, as far as I remember, everyone in school sweared a lot when I went to school, so that's why they're swearing in Little Students. Now that we got her body finished, I try some more things with her eyes, and yeah, in general her face, everything on her face is going to be experimented with a little bit more. I'm also going to make some more changes to her face at the end of the project. Here I've managed to find another good mouth, so I'm going back and comparing the two. I actually had a really fucking hard time to decide which mouth I wanted to use, because I thought both look pretty decent actually. So I ultimately decided on the old one. Now it's only the coloring left, and the drawings always look a little bit different after you have colored them in Adobe Animate, because of the anti-aliasing and how that behaves. So the lines get a little bit changed up, not much, just in the edges because of the color. But I have a color guide, and which I use for my comic characters, so I easily can color them fast. So I'm putting that on the stage, and then it's just to color her. She has two different shades of pink for her hair, and then a blue color for her shirt, and then the skin color that every character uses, which is in the bottom of the guide. After the coloring, I made a few more minor changes to her face, mainly to make her look more into the camera. This is how she turned out in the end. Emma is my favorite character that I made for the comics, but she is not my favorite character to draw, because she is by far the hardest one to make, and it can sometimes be really frustrating. I'm actually going to show a picture of very many failed attempts to draw just a single Emma symbol, and as you can see, it gets pretty messy sometimes. You don't need to be too harsh on yourself, because if you're never happy with the results, you're not going to have any fun, and fun is the most important part of drawing. The total drawing time was close to half an hour, and that is to make one simple character. So yeah, making the comics, it can take a while. I usually get one frame done a day, or panel I mean. And there's usually 8 panels per comic, between 8 and 10. I want to thank you really much for watching, mate. You are fucking awesome. I hope you have an amazing day, because you always deserve to feel fucking awesome. You're the best, mate. Please leave a happy thumbs up if you feel like it. You are very welcome to subscribe, and please, by all means, check out the comics at frostblock7.deviantart.com. Bye!